Inside Indiana's most dangerous maximum security prison. Must subscribe my channel and share this video. Intro. Intense music with shots of a towering prison complex surrounded by razor wire and high security fences. The screen fades to black with the title, Inside Indiana's most dangerous maximum security prison. Behind these walls, in the heart of Indiana, lie some of the most dangerous and notorious criminals in the United States. Today, we take you inside the state's most secure prison, a place where violence is common, survival is key, and the stakes are higher than ever. Welcome to the world of maximum security. Cut to aerial footage of the prison, showing tight security, armed guards in towers, and prisoners moving in the yard. Located in the middle of nowhere, this facility is designed to hold the worst of the worst. Known as the Indiana State Prison *, it houses a collection of men who have committed the most heinous crimes imaginable. But what makes this place truly terrifying isn't just the criminals inside, it's the environment that has shaped their violent tendencies. Being a guard here, you don't just watch over inmates. You're constantly on edge. One wrong move, and things can turn violent real quick. Among the thousands of prisoners here, there are a select few who stand out, men whose crimes are so grotesque, so terrifying, that they've earned a special place in the prison's darkest history. Meet John Doe *, a man whose actions shocked not only Indiana, but the entire nation. Convicted of a series of brutal murders, he is known as one of the most violent offenders to ever be incarcerated in the state. Authorities say he's responsible for at least 5 deaths, but his dark history suggests there may be more. John Doe's violent tendencies started long before his conviction. In prison, he quickly earned a reputation as someone who could not be controlled, someone willing to do anything to keep power. John Doe represents the extreme end of psychopathy. In his mind, violence isn't just a tool, it's a way of life. In a place like this, that kind of mentality becomes dangerous, not just for the other inmates, but for the guards, too. Then there's Robert King *, known for his role in a violent prison riot that left 2 men dead. King was serving a sentence for armed robbery when he orchestrated the deadly uprising, using the chaos to settle old scores and claim dominance. Even though he's been locked away in solitary for years, many believe he still controls factions within the prison. Prisons like these aren't just places to lock people away, they become microcosms of a brutal world where power is everything. And for the men who rise to the top, the consequences of crossing them can be fatal. Gangs have a strong presence here, violent, organized, and sometimes willing to do anything to maintain control. These gangs use the prison as a staging ground for illicit activities, from drug trafficking to extortion. And their leaders, they're not just feared inside the prison, they wield influence even on the outside. The level of control some of these inmates have is unsettling. They call the shots, not just behind bars, but sometimes even from their cells. It's like a different world in a place like this, survival is the #1 rule. But for those locked away in maximum security, it's not just about staying alive, it's about power, control, and dominance. Some inmates never leave their cells. They're too dangerous to interact with anyone. They exist in isolation, cut off from the rest of the world. But even in isolation, the threat they pose is very real. In fact, for some prisoners, it's the perfect environment to fuel their rage and plan their next move. And as for the guards, they are the ones who stand between chaos and order. But no matter how much training they have, they're often outnumbered, outmatched, and outgunned by the sheer violence that defines life at this facility. I was locked up with guys who were so dangerous, they made everyone else look like amateurs. You have to know the rules, and the first rule is, never show weakness. Inside Indiana State Prison, danger is always lurking. The men who walk these halls are not just criminals, they are survivors, predators, and, in some cases, predators who thrive in the darkest corners of the criminal world. In the end, the most dangerous prisoners are the ones who know how to survive, no matter the cost. Welcome to the world of maximum security. Be careful who you cross in here. The walls have ears, and the most dangerous men can strike at any moment.